Guys, it's Guiltspire here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. How y'all doing today on this terrific Thursday afternoon? Hope y'all are doing well. I know I am. With that being said, we are going to jump right on in for another 2 hours of Final Fantasy. Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. How about you, friend? What have you been up to, if anything much? Let's see, this is 273 gear. Geary is at a loss for words. Apologies, Rose, I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I have to believe that in their hearts of hearts, they still... Good, distracted taking the sprouts introduced to your stream through 14 shenanigans. Hey, that's awesome. Well, I'm happy to have been a conduit for more people to be introduced to Final Fantasy XIV and who are hopefully enjoying it. Are they currently in ARR, Heavensward? Have they somehow caught up to us in Stormblood already, which would be nutty, but not impossible, mind you. Now's not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. You must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. But why didn't we do that? Why didn't we do that when we put them to sleep? Just a thought. Medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their post and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. And the ones I dragged into your stream after they were already infected, Rose and another. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, hopefully they're all doing well. Oh, they beat it? They're... Okay, so already all the way through, Jesus. Yeah, we're still kind of taking our time for more or less. Also, I hate that Tao Quan is there. I wonder if I can get... I don't think I can get around both of them. One of them maybe, both of them no. Might be able to get around this one. Not that I really need to, but I'm going to anyways. Enjoy the game. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been really beneficial waiting with the static. It's why now I'm only doing 2-hour streams. I'm limiting how much Final Fantasy I do at one time. Otherwise, we get those like 2-week periods of time where I'm waiting for my static to catch up because I just freaking grind through content like nobody's business. All right, gather up the Imperial Decurion, and then we're heading over this way. I want to say we were getting relatively to the halfway point of not Heavensward, Stormblood, as we're at level 64 enemies right now. And Mr. the Medicine. Mother, is that you? Rather loopy, are we? Quan, please don't turn around, please don't turn around, please don't turn around. And I guess we'll pick up this Decurion. And Quan, don't turn around, don't turn around, didn't turn around. I was gonna say it didn't aggro on me, but I stand corrected. Quan, no biting. Oh wow, actually dropped aggro on me. I was not expecting that. I don't know why the Tao Quan are here. That's the strange part. Like, this is a encampment of sorts. Why are this random aggro Tao Quan? Alright, Minister of Medicine. Looked like it was vision-based. Yeah, I want to go home. Well, yeah, a lot of these soldiers here are, in fact, conscripts, aren't they? As soon as you get into its eye range, it aggroed. Yeah, that's what I figured. Is there any easy way to tell which ones are vision versus proximity? Or is it just kind of something that you learn over time from enemy to enemy? I know that, like, there's a whole breakdown for, like, Palace of the Dead, for example, on each enemy you can bypass versus each enemy that is proximity-based or have to fight. I know people have gone in-depth on that. You just have to gamble, gotcha. That's fair. Geary is lost in thought again, I imagine.
Forgive me for making you search.
No problem. I really do enjoy the event wear that you got from this last event. It's very cute.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
When I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Well, I kind of figured as much, given where I've ventured. You were born in Suinosato.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father.
You finally were able to tell her after, like, a few freaking quests. Jesus.
They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me.
My girls are sporting as well, each having it died differently, though. Yeah, I went with,
to protect my home from the Empire.
like a off-white top and then black for the stockings.
Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits.
I thought it was a pretty good contrast with the red.
My skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and Doma. But
Those who design clothes are freaking amazing. Agreed.
I will always be of the sea.
Home is not where you were born, where you
Day,
choose to
I
be.
pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness.
Oh, but it's only a matter of time before the Garleans set their sights on them too, in Suinosato.
I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
Oh, absolutely. It is my own personal philosophy that family is what you make, not what you
He
have.
said, good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger. Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Oh, poor Yugiri. Yeah, that we are strong and we must carry on. Not always be so. I do not feel like this is a moment for a rousing statement, and or a twist on the words she just said, but things can and will get better with time.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
What's that sound? Oh, it's a ship.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Could it be Yatsuyu? I always blank out on her name until I see it, then I remember for the rest of the stream, and then I forget it again. The freaking Heartless Witch. Let's see where we're at. We're going back to there, so we can just teleport back to Namai and dive down the pool there. Should be easy enough. No, I was running on Chocobo. Right. So yes, we want to go this way, right? And then we jump off the cliff. And then dive down the hole. Or the aetherate has not been fixed just yet. If I remember correctly, there's nothing that aggro's down here, so we can jump off. Don't really have to worry. Perfect. Made me refresh my browser and I only just noticed I was still muted. Oops, how's Final Fantasy treating you? So far, so good. Cannot complain. We're continuing with the MSQ until we get more side quests, in which case we'll do all the side quests, as per usual. Yeah, Butter likes to touch the buttons. Come, we must tell others of this airship or hear what they know of it. Pretty much just following MSQ for Stormblood and see where it leads us, but things to be in a bit of a tizzy at the Liberation Front. Goodbye. Like, where did you go? Just into the rafters?
What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
I mean, I'd imagine it's Yotsuyu.
We do. The Crown Prince is...
Oh. I doubt to her whenever she decides that desk is her, she's lured by the flatness.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces.
I mean, they are not incorrect.
Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work so well.
Lady Yugiri, you may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Please, calm yourself.
Survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
Alisai is right on the money.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there.
Okay, go on.
Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget, Lord Here.
Yeah. Gosetsu is not wrong.
We should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight. I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
And if you do, then the people's life might be forfeit instead.
Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom.
Gosetsu is right.
Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Same concerns I had with freeing the prisoners in the first place.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I will not forsake them!
Yugiri's gonna get herself killed. That's what's gonna happen.
What now?
Well, it's not like we can let her go at it alone, can we? Ooh, got some more stuff. So this is for what we use. Oh, going into another cutscene? No, we're not. So let's equip you. Ooh, I actually really like that long skirt. But we will use our glamour plate for it. That long skirt is interesting. And not pursue her. If it is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those at least are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. Unfortunately, I do in fact agree with Gosetsu. Yugiri's plans are quite short-sighted in the grand scheme of things. Alright, let's return to Yanksha. And let's also take a look real quick and see if there are any side quests, but looks like we do not. Also, okay, I was supposed to say, I was like, where's the MSQ? I'm a bit confused to where it's at, but there it is. Where do all these fish come from, by the way? Also, looks like there's a hunting party going around right now. We see people pointing, or the train kind of pointing out where things are. In Gonda. At Yanksha 184161. Z06. It's interesting seeing the hunting parties now. I didn't really see much, if any, in ARR or Heavensward, but I'm seeing a lot more in Stormblood. Be really silly. I can imagine, yeah. Hold on tight. The train will now be performing a vibe check at the Azim Step. It is fun to watch. Yugiri, are you talking to a hawk? Or a falcon, more accurately. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? He did not. And you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But if it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort, and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Rose. I will. Like I said, it's not like we can have Yugiri go alone. However, this is a horrible idea, succeed or failure. If we succeed, then the Garleans have a reason to quite literally nuke Doma. And if we fail, then they know full well there are hostile insurgents in Doma. There's no winning here. I guess not alone. I know the odds, I know what he's capable of, and that is an open confrontation. I will likely die. But if I succeed, then countless lives will be saved. Doma, al amigo, everything will change. One life for the world is a price I would pay 1,000 times over. What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you mean to join me? I mean, I did say that. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Yuzuka. Yeah, Yuzuka. Issei. Stay calm, and no one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard 2 rebels plotting to kill the crown prince. Ah, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends. And they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. So from a narrative perspective, we now know that Issei has more information. Let me see. Oh, that's for Plunder on High, which I need to do the side dungeon in order to complete, or in order to complete Plunder on High, which I need my static for. But let's make our way over to Path of No Return. Yeah, there's no way in hell this goes right. Like, it's just a matter of fact. Like, I understand you Giris want for vengeance. You Giris want to end the tyranny oppression of Doma and the potential tyranny and oppression of her people in Suinosato. But at the same time, it's such a short-sighted idea. But if she goes alone, she 1000% dies. If we go for maybe we don't die? I mean, I can't die. Maybe we do die. Because Zenos last time was, you know, we held our own with Warrior. We were able to self-heal a lot. We held out, and then we didn't. You are so strange looking when you guys walk. Yeah, so those are your hands. And then you have actual feet. Interesting. Hi, friends. I'm just aggroing everyone. Gensu Appa. Gensui or Gensu? Is there an aetherite? Or aether current, in fact. Northeast. Hold the phone. Let's attune real quick. Next one is... Oh, there are no more here, so looks like they're through quest lines only. B Fang? Those chocobos. Red chocobos. They are level 70 chocobos. And I'm level 67, yes, but still. It's far enough. Let's discuss our plan of attack. And none for me, so grab the materia. I missed that because I tried to click on the map. My mistake. Something about Zenos. You'll depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue onto these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape. The manor is better suited to our needs. Excuse me. Let's split up and search for suitable hiding places. Excuse me again. Trying to see if there were any side quests that popped up, but looks like we're on the straight and narrow for MSQ right now. We have to be coming up pretty soon to the next dungeon and our next soft cap. Looks like we're going to investigate Ulahia at this destination. So I wonder if Issei is going to come on by. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. I don't know, I see someone staring at us from up there. Ah, there you are. Hey, Rue! How are you doing today, friend? We gotta cancel Shelby. Why is that? From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with his first blow. With my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not one to be underestimated. You doing okay, my dude? Hope you're well. Oh, just teasing them? Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Looks like this is synced. All that remains is wait. I trust you are ready. As ready as I will be. It's synced to level 66. There's no way we kill Xenos. Does he just get bored with us again and then moves on? Is that what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a repeat of Alamigo?
He comes.
What is he, the Cenobite from DBD? So she's just attempting right now, in the open.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
Xenos looks dreadfully bored. The Veg just gave up trying to prevent his hair from clipping through his armor, so it's made a part of the armor, yeah.
To sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Yeah, if you're talking about the normal everyday people of Doma, it seems to be no one interested in rebelling any longer. See, Yotsuyu is also here, but no Name Day. Name Day is not here. I was about to say, did no one hear that? Nope, she's just out here frickin' playing Splinter Cell. Apparently he did, however. I'm not surprised.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
Honestly, yeah, kill Yotsuyu. Frickin' devil.
You are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning.
For Lord Kyan! For Doma!
Ah!
Well, there I am. Apparently I scared him to death.
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
Oh, the katana that she found from the Red Kojin. So I was right, she did gift it to him. What dastardly plan does she have?
To expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
I like how the freaking escorts are just standing there like, okay, I guess he's just gonna fight now. Yep, had a feeling I'd want to make sure I was not going to be injured. Lightless flames. I like how he also just walks at me freaking menacingly. If I timed that right. More lightless flames. Gonna do this AoE, and then I imagine that will pop thereafter. Jesus, that's almost instantaneous. I will actually pop Clemency for a change. Yeah, those pop instantaneously, pretty much.
This day you die! Leave this to me.
All right.
I busted. Jesus Christ! What? Well done, beast. You have earned the right to look on the.
Put you to the proof.
Okay, Clemency.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Yeah, things aren't going well, friends. Dark Reflection. Oh, interesting. So don't attack the Dark Reflections. Pay attention to the fact that it will attempt to attack you. Also, I misplayed that a little bit. That is fine. I don't want to clip, so let's do this, this. I will have to clip a little bit there so I can eat a little bit more damage. But note, once again, I'm doing nothing in the way of damage right now. Part of the sword. More of that. Let's go this way. Probably pop you. This ends now. Well, that's not promising. Pop Rampart. You know, that did nothing. That did quite literally nothing. What in the world? So what is this secret? Is he just like partnered with the Asians? Is that what's going on? Does he have the power of their god?
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Sure, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies.
Is that the narrator?
Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh. What in the... How do we damage his helmet? Or what damages his helmet?
Oh, how right I was to spare your life.
Hi, Shelby.
Hear me, hero. Endure.
Think of the like a magic ability if physical stronger, but Xenos is a step above even them. No idea why, except hacks.
The time between the seconds live. The sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live!
So he's just bored. And so he just wants people to fight because he is bored. Yugiri. She's dead. She dies, right?
You are not worthy.
You say? The villagers. Well, look at that. That honestly was a bit unexpected.
You imperial dog!
Looks like Higiri's not dead yet.
You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are!
You followed your example.
I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse.
Interesting about the samurai.
Forget to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Well, you inspired them, Yugiri. Now what?
Death is death, regardless of the reason.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to address the balance.
He just walks at them menacingly.
How wrong you are!
Oh, Alisai is here. Alisai can do something. Oh. So I was just cured. Gosetsu stepping in.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hi.
Where's Lise in all of this? I'm surprised she's not here.
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Also, someone please kill Yotsuyu. At the very least, in all of this, kill Yotsuyu.
My lord?
Oh, he's happy. Yeah, he is purely doing this for his own benefit, for he wants to fight strong enemies. He wants the thrill of battle. He's literally just a battle junkie. TLDR, he is a battle junkie. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I had no idea what was going through that man's head, but I am heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us, thank Alphno. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. Gosetsu selling her out. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. Thank you, Gosetsu. What I'm more surprised about is not Alisai or Gosetsu, but Issei. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You've no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. All right, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. Yeah, Yugiri, how ya holding up there, my friend? We're gonna... Actually, I think I can talk to you, right? I can manage on my own. Right, everyone ready? 'Tis not that will not heal of time. So was it Stormblood or Shadowbringer where they really introduced more dynamic dialogue kind of in between things? I want to say it was, from what I understand, not Stormblood, Shadowbringers. How are you feling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you. For not giving up on us, the shinobi too. I remember hearing that they had, like, more expansive dialogue. You can kind of better understand, like, what's going on in the moment, and you actually would want to talk to named individuals in between MSQs and side quests.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
But maybe I was told incorrectly.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
I seem to have earned the trust of Namai. Always kind of been there, just more prominent in Shadowbringers because one of the people just casually drops a F-ton of lore bombs when you chat with them. Fair. That might be what I'm thinking of.
You like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I love Kosetsu's bluntness.
Nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Bye, Issei.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing.
But we did inspire.
Scorning your wise counsel,
The village
I
Namai.
knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself.
There's equal time for both.
In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That'd be me.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
Well, I couldn't exactly let you go it alone. Yeah, you would have died. Especially when Xenos got bored of you.
And there they are!
Hey, it's Lise. And Alphino. Where's Tataru? Imagine back in...
Praised. When I learned of your
Katsune.
rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what.
Yeah, Xenos would have gotten bored of you.
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
That would be accurate.
What?
I mean,
changing the subject.
she's not wrong.
Seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
Yep, that was my concern.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
That is a strange way to say it, but, you know, fair enough.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
Yeah, well, there might be some ways around that.
Fortunately, According to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
You mean like fight one-on-one with a primal?
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one.
Which means we need to go to the Azim Steep.
He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
Well, just don't go Russian headlong like Yugiri did, Lise. As we saw, he has no trouble killing those who he deems unworthy. It doesn't look like any side quests have popped, so let's continue on then. I'll be traveling to the Azim Steep Rose. I found Lord Hien once before, and I'm confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. If she hadn't screamed at him, "You're not wrong!" Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be a great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. Of course, Kosetsu. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in Imperial Providence. This is all he's ever known, but like her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things. Not a bad idea there, Elise. And last but not least, I imagine we're talking to Alphino. Let's see. Yep, Alphino and Alisai. The beloved king returns to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlian or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. I mean, I'm a good example. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Rose, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There's also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane. Dealing with this troublesome Aetherite, I could go on, but you understand. Imagine Doma Castle's next dungeon. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steep at once. You'll be joining us, Rose. Of course. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We'll refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we shall be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you better contact us. Noble sacrifices are our last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet! Oh, it's Issei. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's at least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive for me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom, so don't keep us waiting too long. Quite the change of tune there. Persimmon Leaf Sushi. Critical hit, vitality, and direct hit rate. Actually not bad for my character. Or my class in general of tank. A cutscene. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle, as we're going to see Yotsuyu and Zenos. I'd be correct. Hey, it's name day too.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror.
I never did do that raid.
Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
I genuinely don't even know where I would do Coils of Bahamut or how. I would love to at some point. Oh. Well. Yotsuyu is about to die. Just keep on looking down there, name day.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered.
I still don't understand her motivations, though.
Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Okay, so she's gonna be the boss of sorts at the end of Doma Castle, I imagine. She'll be our halfway boss.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for.
You're about to get her rage. Yup.
Oh.
A mighty slap that was. Then freaking old name day there flying.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want the heads of everyone she knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
A bit draconian there, but effective, I suppose.
You mean...
Gotcha.
You mean I can finally go after her?
Name day, that has not worked out well for you the last 2 times. Why do you think it'll work out the 3rd time? I understand, 3rd time's a charm and all that.
I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, she won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
You keep telling yourself that, name day. You keep telling yourself that. You are no Zenos. So I want to say I've done all the hards. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabania. Hey, look at that. We haven't really thought about Girabania in a hot minute. Where the hell is that? That's a dragoon.
Aye. This is the place.
Is that
When his
Estinian?
shade was banished.
Estinian?
You swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Estinian? Is that you? Yeah, it is!
If this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say, damn you, Alphino.
Hey, he's back! So what the hell is down there? The quest that starts to change for Bahamut. Gotcha. I should probably go through a lot of the trials. As much as I want to do it all with my static, I think it might be beneficial for me to do it on my own at some point, and do it again with them if they want to do it just because I definitely get through the content just a wee bit faster. But we unlock some side quests, so let's do these. And we'll continue the MSQ thereafter. Looks like we only got 3, but I imagine these might be chains, not one-offs. Tell me, have you met the Namazu? They live in Yuzuka Manor. The manor can be found to the southwest of Namai. It was originally home to the wealthy family. However, they were murdered when the Empire attacked. These days, a group of Namazu live there. They visit Namai every now and then, coming to trade fish with us. They had shown an interest in some of the trees around here, so I had thought to give them a seedling in return, although the road to the manor is long and fraught with danger. Would you mind if I asked you to deliver it in my place? If you're willing to help, please collect the seedlings and a vial of wood vinegar from in front of Fukudo's house. The wood vinegar will help them repel insects. Please deliver everything to a Namazu named Gilty. Starting the travel quest? Yes. So I know we already did, I think, 1 travel quest, but with the Kajin. But I imagine this is with the Lupin, which would make sense here, and then the Namazu. I don't recall having seen it before. Would you happen to be a traveler? If so, may I request some of your time? Have you heard of the Lupin? They are a race that appears to be half men, half wolf, and are known for their skill in combat. They have long served the king of Doma. However, when Doma fell to the Empire, many of them were conscribed into the Imperial Army. Those who refused were forced to live out their lives as bandits. There is one family of Lupin that have called Namai their home for many a generation. They have acted as the village's protectors on countless occasions. We could not have survived without their aid. Their current oldest son has been the family's backbone up until he too was forced to enlist. Only the mother and her younger son remain now. The whole village expected their youngest to pick up where his brother left off. Sadly, he turned out to be one of the weakest Lupin I have ever seen. He has been unable to help the village in any way, much less protect it. The ferocious appetite his kind possessed was looked upon kindly back when they kept the village safe, but people are now not so understanding when the Lupin give nothing back in return. Even so, concerning he spends most of his time looking after his sickly mother, I do not believe he is deserving of the village's ire. Assuming you are not just passing through, would you be willing to help the young Lupin? Sure. AFK, dishes? Alright, sounds good. Hopefully dishes go well and quick. Thanks. The boy I would have you help is named Kurobana. He lives up on that hill to the west. Is he the one we already spoke with? So let's grab the seedling sack and the vial of wood vinegar. We're already here by the next step in this quest, so let's do this and then we'll pick up the other side quest as well. Looks like it's up over there, so we actually need to go this way anyways. In that case, we might pick up Dearest Kikyo, or Kikiko? That looks to be down, question mark? Yes. Instead of doing that, we'll pick that up after. I found our destination. A cutscene, you say? You have business with me. Ah, the old man put you up to this. He certainly enjoys meddling in the affairs of others. It is as he says, I'm not much a fighter. My bite is soft as a Moogle's. Of course, I would love to protect the village just like my brother, but there is a reason he was conscribed and not I. The only thing I'm good at is gathering herbs for my mother. I spend the rest of my time trying not to get in the way of the other villagers. At any rate, if you have no further business with me, I must head off to grind some herbs to make mother medicine. Korobana could do with a confidence boost. Try to rally his spirits. I have no idea why you are so interested in me, but fine, I shall do battle with one of the nearby beasts if it will satisfy you. That is not to say I will prove Fukudo wrong. I'm merely doing this to show you that you should not have expected aught of me. looks like everything is further towards the southeast. Yes. So that's actually perfect, as now we can pick up this side quest down here. Oh, I did not realize that I had unlocked flying. Well, that makes my life so much freaking easier. I'm old man. If you choose to undertake this quest, you'll receive no guidance from the journal or the do list. You will need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. Yeah, let's do it. A ravaged corpse lies in front of you. You notice its lifeless left hand containing what appears to be a journal. The book has been stained with blood and taken on a crimson hue. Flipping through its pages, you find what seems to be the owner's final entry. Dearest Kiiko, I often wonder if you had come to resent me for leaving you behind. Every moment spent without you by my side caused my heart to grow weaker and weaker. There have been many a time where I almost gave up, abandoned hope, but I knew I could not until the day I fulfilled my promise to you. The fact I now know this day shall never come pains me more than I could ever express using mere words. Luck has carried me back home, but it does not seem I can carry myself any further. I would not protest were you to think me a coward. I wanted nothing more than to gaze into those beautiful eyes and tell you just how sorry I am. Tell me, do you still await my return where we swore we would be reunited someday? It's by a small sketch tucked in between his journal's final pages and its cover. It's easy to be at the location where the two lovers promised they would reunite. Map icons will not be displayed for during this quest. Use the mauled man's sketch to search for his former lover. Well, I know exactly where that is now. That should be right over here. It's at the very least near a pond of trees, and I think it to be this one. Though, actually, looking at it again, maybe not. The reason why I say that is one of the trees does not look right. Yeah, we can see that tree there and a bush to boot. There seems to be maybe a waterfall. Huh. But that tree isn't here, nor is that waterfall. So it could be a different location. Also, well, no, we can't do Plunder on High because this area is not affected by the next. Let's try another location. I wonder if all of these little pits... No, that one's more blue. So maybe this one. Oh, yes, that looks to be right, in fact. And there's something in the middle. Huh, can't dive. But this spirited woman, I'm gonna guess you were his lover. There's nothing I can help you with. Show the watermarks, gush to the spirited woman, yes. Where did you find this? It was in the back of a dead man's journal. I'm sad to say I'm not the woman you were searching for, however I do know where she is. Follow me, she'll take you to meet her. Oh, is she dead as well? My sister rests peacefully beneath this tree nowadays. We lost both our parents during the Imperial invasion. As I was still but an infant, it fell on my sister's young shoulders to raise me. And that was far from being her only responsibility. She had to work day and night in order to keep me fed while paying the Empire's extortionate taxes. It was 5 years ago to the day that she fell ill from the strain, and she continued to wait for her beloved right up until she drew her last breath. I heard from my sister that he left Namai as he was a major figure in the rebellion. He knew the Empire would have his head were he to remain here. Even knowing this, I was still unable to find it in my heart to forgive him. It was only out of a respect of my sister's faith in her dearest I decided to visit from time to time the area where they said they would meet again. Never did I expect things to conclude in this manner. I wish to compensate you for taking the trouble to deliver this news to me. Please come see me in the village. I'm still curious to what's in the center of the water, though. Why a bubble? I can't dive, so no clue. Maybe just the hot spring of sorts? It is so nice to be able to fly again, though. I will say that much. I'm surprised that we're able to do so already, though, given that we haven't really explored the entirety of this map. I have talked to the villagers, and has been agreed that my sister's beloved will be buried next to her. At least they shall be united in death. Now that I know how he truly felt, I think I too have it in me to forgive him. I could not have done so were it not for your help. My sincerest thanks to you, kind stranger. Alright, and on to the next side quest. We have like 45 minutes or so. Let's see. Robana. Alright, friends. I left a bit there. I was trying to use Reprisal there to reduce the amount of damage that I was taking. Not that I really needed it, it would seem. Thank you for intervening. I do hope you have seen how enough now to accept that Fukudo was right. I am not and never will be a warrior. Hakuro is my brother in name only. Now please, leave me be. Tell Fukudo that you helped me and I once again proved to be hopeless. Before I go back there, let's go over here to the manor. Fukuza? Or is it Fuzuka? Fuzuka or Fukuza? Yuzuka. You know, I had the right idea. There's a lot to remember. Discovered a new location. Yotai. Oh, it's the catfish people. Yes, yes. You have business with us? Oh my! Most sincerest thanks to the kind people of Namai. Since we began living here, we have been feverishly reading through the manor's collection of books. No easy task it was. One of the books talked to something called Hanami. Hanami? It is described as a tradition of enjoying the aesthetic beauty of flowers. I told the people of Namai of my fascination with the subject. To think they remembered and sent us these gifts. We shall raise this plant well so that we too can someday enjoy Hanami. Yes, yes. Fair enough, and we have more side quests now. Well, here we go. You're the strongest looking adventurer I've seen all day. Very sturdy, very solid. I have a deed I'd like to ask of you. Allow me to explain. Some days past, I was walking near the large gate just behind our manor here. Well, you can imagine my surprise when I came under attack by a massive koja, big and round as a gubu's belly. I escaped without injury, but the cursed thing made off of my coin purse. Those contestable koja are always... Koja are always making life hard for us, Namazu. Could you go and have words with them? I know of no other way to retrieve my coin purse, and if they won't return it, you have my leave to be as rough as you like. Hard-whiskered Namazu. Where do your allegiances lie? Are you women of the Empire? No? Then I've got a job for you. Many days passed, a group of Garlands stormed our manor. They wore armor of pitch black and bore swords of sharp steel. Try as we did to stop them, they simply swept us out of their path, beat us, hit us. I pretend not to speak of understand their words, and in the end they spared me, but not before they took from our manor a vase that is very precious to us. They placed it in a crate and carried it off as if it were their own. I mean to have it back from them, and for that I need your help. I have learned that they took our vase east of here, to their base in the lands of Cashtum Fulminus. I will await you there, and when you come, I will tell you what I have planned. Welcome back. We have unlocked many a side quest. Should you choose to undertake this quest, you'll receive no guidance. Okay. Oh yes, you'll do nicely, quite nicely. Please, you must help. My brother set out fishing and should have been back bells ago, but has yet to return. I went looking for him and found his bell far, far to the northeast, okay, on the opposite shore of the One River. No Namazu would ever be so careless as to drop their bell. It is the most important of all of our possessions. I fear something must have happened to him, something horrible, something dreadful. We're always with our bells, and we bear a strong connection with them. Indeed, if you ring a Namazu's bell near its owner, it will sound a most beautiful note. Please, use my brother's bell to search for him. I looked downstream from where I found it, but there was no sign of him. I'd like you to search upstream where that enormous wall lies. Okay. And it's ring to search for the terrified Namazu. Yes, we are going through the Namazu quest now. As per usual, I always go through side quests before I continue the MSQ. Now, there's a face of a lover of man. Yes, yes, Namazu I may be, but I am a good judge of character above all else. But never mind that, there is work to be done. You should know, we Namazu here are taken with civilizing ourselves. This bell serves as proof of that. Yes, yes, quite civilized, is it not? There was a kind and good-hearted artisan who crafted these bells. He would make a gift of gift of one to every newborn Namazu on its name day. But it pains me to say that dear sweet old man has passed. But our tradition must live on, for him and for us. I wish to ask for more bells from the grandson that survives him, yet I fear he will not see fit to waste his time dealing with a Namazu. The bellmaker's grandson lives at the Drunken Toad to the east of Namai. Here, take him this bundle of sun-dried fruits as a token of my good faith. Is that Namazu okay? Are they okay? They're kind of just floundering on the ground. You're lucky to have come here. Yes, yes, the Namazu of this manor love all manner of man. You are most welcome here wherever you like, and the timing of your visit comes but better. Couldn't be better. It just so happens to have a task that needs doing. Long ago, this manor belonged to a magistrate of Doma. Back then, we Namazu served under him. In truth, we were more friends than servants. Among us are many Namazu who are greatly interested in doing of the man. They do as they see done, mimicking, and that is what brings us to our current bit of trouble. Some Namazu have taken to man's love of tea, but as harmless as it is for man, the stimulation is too great for us Namazu. Drinking it causes us to become drunk, much like your wine and ales do to you. Ah, so that Namazu must have had some tea. That's kind of really funny. It kind of makes a little bit of sense to some degree because of the tannins in tea. That's what makes tea darker, is the tannins, right? Though it doesn't really make fish drunk, it does impair their ability to swim and function in certain ways if you have a fish tank, if they're too much in the way of tannins in the water. I mean, you can make a what's called a dark water tank by adding tannins from driftwood and such. So it's kind of interesting to have some relation to fact in that way. I have 3 friends who set out fishing. They should have returned some time ago, but not a single one of them has. I just know they've hidden themselves away somewhere binging on cups of tea. The favor I ask is this: find them and dump this muddy water on them. When they do, the smell of the tea alone is enough to intoxicate me, so I cannot draw near. This deed calls for the constitution of man. There are a ton of quests. Where's this one, though? Is there an upstairs? Ah, no, outside. Look not as one who hails from here. May I inquire, are you a traveler, an adventurer? If so, there is a deed I would ask of you. But before we delve into details, introductions are in order. I am Giorin. Jesus Christ, your name's gonna freaking do me in. Giorin, I am. I live in this shack with others like myself, and I, like many, have a dream. Yes, yes. I aspire to become the greatest of merchants, to be rich, to be wealthy, beyond compare, and then to have an apron made for me that is mine and mine alone. Yes, yes, that is my dream. Among the many treasures in our shack are a collection of Emma kimono that someone left behind. Beautiful pictures, wise words. One tells the ancient tale of a poor merchant who rose to great heights. Yes, yes. Ever since reading that, I have dreamt of doing the same. In that very tale, an able adventurer, much like himself, appeared. Quite clever, quite knowing. He gifted to the merchant his wisdom, his ways. And lo, here you are. It can be no more coincidence. It is fate, destiny. You must forgive my manners. In my excitement, I neglected to ask you your name, your title. May I have it? I'm Rose Hunt, Slayer of Gods. Rose Hunt, is it? I shall call you Rose. Yes, yes, that will do nicely. Now, where were we? Ah, of course, I was hoping to enlist your aid in my rise through the merchant ranks. I'm afraid I am quite forgetful these days. I am. My storehouse lies not far from here. Would you do me the honor of paying a visit? I keep all my wares there. My treasures, my trinkets. I should very much like to hear your honest appraisal. Yes, yes. Come then, Rose. You need only follow me. This way, this way. I'll let you head on ahead. I have one more quest to pick up. Full Namazu Master. Is it you, I wonder? Yes, yes, I believe it is the adventure they speak of. I am told you offered your aid to some of my fellow Namazu in their time of need. I wonder if you'll see fit to offer it to me and mine. I am in the midst of training some disciples and could use a bit of help in the doing. I tend to go too easy on them. It'd be nice to have someone less biased than myself. If you care to help, come and see me over there. I have my disciples gathered and waiting. Okay, so yours is there. Let's, Giorin. Pretty sure it's Giorin. I'll be right back with it. You need only wait a moment. I love the fact they squeak when they walk. Here we are. My pride and passions is my collection of everything I come to gather to own. It is quite remarkable, is it not? Amazing, astounding. Here we have grilled mayflies. Oh, and here's some delectable desiccated toads. And this lovely vase here simply begs to have things placed within it, does it not? Yes, yes, it does. Well, what do you think? Come now, be honest, be true. What does your eyes see that will fetch a fair price at the market? Something I would part with a single guild for to me. Count as truly Trevor's show fit for a dragon. Yeah, I'm not one to beat around the bush. I mean, grilled mayflies. I'm trying to think if anyone would buy those. Probably not. What was the other thing? I'll see the vases that are less than desirable. I mean, they're okay. And then there was the baskets full of desiccated toads, right? Desiccated toads. Yeah. Are you sure? But I spent days, years collecting it all. Surely there must be something of value of worth. I can't. Nevertheless, a dream is a dream, and I shall not relent. No, I'll find another path to greatness, another way to obtain what people desire. For I'm destined to be a merchant of renown. Yes, yes. Now, bearing all that in mind, whatever shall I do? Yes, I do believe an idea has come to me. Fish, people eat fish, and so it stands to reason they must buy them, purchase them. Not a bad idea. I'll take to fishing to provision my own supply, my own stock. I'll bring my catch to you, Rose. And if you're adventuring wisdom, you shall tell me which fish will sell and which will not. Your kind and mine are very different tastes, different likes. Yes, we do. It will fall to you to enlighten me as to which fish agree with the palates of men. Until then, I shall wait you by the water. Okay, that's a better idea. Well, now you know what's wrong with them. Yes. They do in fact like to say yes quite often. The Bifang will probably not aggro on me, I say, as it definitely will aggro on me. I'm glad you have come. Let's begin then. First, look upon my fine barbells. Within these whiskers lies unbound potential, limitless, infinite. One among them houses the gift of heightened Namazu direction. It is an ancient art among our kind, and these disciples are undergoing the rigorous training needed to become keepers of its proud tradition. Now there are 3, but for the next phase of training, I desire a 4th. That is why I would like to borrow your strength. The 3 of them and the 1 of you must see this next trial through. With your combined efforts, it can be done. Let's be us 4 be as one, sister. We will wait for you by the western Ryurin Bridge. Please come as you are able. Okay. I was not told I was doing this thing, but sure, here we are. And being absolutely hilarious when you learn what Soken did with it at one fan fest. Oh god, what did Soken do? All right, let's go over this way. So we have Well, Sus Namazu. Entering more, not a sip, not a drop. So we need to pour the muddy water on you. That smell, it reminds me of days under the mud. Oh, those were the days, so warm, so peaceful. Please let Namazu sleep just a bit longer. Oh, this will not serve. It will not serve at all. No, no. I set out to fish just as we spoke about when last we met, but I'm ashamed to admit I slipped on some wet stone and my rod, my pole, it dropped. I dropped it, lost it. Yes, yes, it is gone. On a automaton during one of his silly performance segments. Ah, fair enough. I think I may have seen that video somewhere on Reddit. Before I asked no, I could not retrieve it. I am a Namazu of the city, not of the wild. To cast myself into a running river is tantamount to taking my own life. Will you help me in this, Rose? Will you find my rod and retrieve it? Return it. It is very dear to me. Yes, yes, it is. Please, I beg this of you. I know not where else to turn. Well, let's do that then. And here. Oh, interesting ship. I don't see it. Let's actually bring out my chocobo. I can search a bit faster. Ah, fishing rod. I believe they said to on the other side of the one river, to the northeast. So we're to northwest, so we're not where we need to be. Not just yet. My precious pole, my irreplaceable rod, I am but half a man without it. My rod, you found it! As I knew that you would, I owe you a debt of gratitude, of thanks. Yes, yes, I do. Yet I confess, I admit, I've been thinking on things since I lost it. Yes, yes, much thinking. It occurred to me. All the Namazu I know are fishmongers. They are, each and every one. That fact led me to recall another passage I read among my imakimono. It said that for one to make their mercantile mark, one must offer something no other merchant does, a new product, new service. And so I've made up my mind. I have. I look for another way to make my fortune out. I have given it much thought, but there is so much more to give. I'll return to my shack and dwell on this for some time. So northeast on the other side of the river. So over like here, maybe? All right, let's go over here first. I imagine they're on that boat. Let's see. Am I right? Right on the money. Oh, that's the stuff. Oh, yes, yes. What a feeling. Hey, that's gold, and that smell. That really cleared up my head. I'm going to rest up a bit, then I'll head back to the manor. My head may be clear, but my legs still aren't quite under me. So I was right that the one on the ground was drunk. On tea, mind you. Diedar. Didar? Diedar? Not sure. I don't feel so good. Yeah, you are drunk, friend. Here, splash of water. Ugh. You got mud in my mouth. My head is a deal clear, but my stomach is still roiling. I'm going to rest up some more, then I'll head back home. Well, you know, right over here anyways. Let's do this. There you are, sister. Let's begin. Come, I will tell you of this trial. Somewhere in this wilderness, Master has buried his Namazu bell. You must use our barbells and the ancient art of Namazu detection to find it. We will search with all our focus. You need only ask us in what direction it lies, and we will tell you. The three of us mean to cover as wide an area as possible. You'll find us spread out across this swath of land. Come to us to learn what our barbells have found. All direction hints given by Namazu disciples and / lookout for the location of Namazu Master's bell is buried. Come to my Namazu detection. Come to my barbells. Guide me as you guide my forebears. Since his Tingling Master's Bell lies this way, I'm sure of it, but I feel as though it might be some distance yet. Okay. So in that case, we want to go this way. So I guess we're kind of triangulating it in a way. Some distance yet. If in our barbells lies infinite possibility, let the search begin. My nose is on this tingling. Master's Bell lies this way, I'm sure of it, and it's close, so very close. Why do I feel like you guys are pointing towards each other? Let me go to the third. It's not much to learn, but for now, let's combine our strength to see this thing done. As I said distinctly, I believe Master's Bell lies in the other direction. It may be close or far. I cannot say for certain. So I think I know exactly where it is. Because it all seemed to kind of converge over here. So / lookout. Buried it. Interesting. So it's not going to be as simple as I was hoping. So you say it's close, supposedly. So this way, it's close, so very close. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let me just copy this real quick. Fine. We'll defeat you first. If I was a bell, where would I be buried? Perfect. Oh, you find the Nomusu Master's Bell buried in the ground at your feet. Wait 1 second. I think 3 trees. Is it roughly the same setup as the Namazu? I guess realistically speaking, you only need to talk to one of them and just walk in a straight line. You find Master's Bell. I did. You found it. Well done. We'll head back at once and report to the Master. But you, too, should go and see him. He'll wish to hear of this from you as well. Alright, before I go back, we have another thing. It's northeast of the one river. Is owner's likely far away. Try over here then. Its owner is likely not far away. Owner is likely not far. Okay, let's go a bit further then. His owner is likely not far away. Still not far away. Is likely not far away. Interesting. Could they like be somewhere over here? Is likely very nearby. Maybe they are up top. Okay, so we're going in the wrong direction here. So here, very nearby. Ah, there's a Namazu. Who are you? Please don't hurt me. Here's your bell, friend. You have my bell. Wherever did you find it? You have done this much. Perhaps you are willing to do a little bit more. There's a pack of pescatarians prowling nearby, and the mere thought of them has me too frightened to move. Could you patrol the area and put down any you might come across? I mean, people who eat fish? I'm sure there are many who eat fish. Interesting. Like, not monsters, just pescatarians. Your average old pescatarians. Pescatarian. Oh, interesting. Pescatarian. Yeah, doesn't that just mean, like, fish eating and, like, chicken eating? Am I crazy? Is that how you spell pescatarian as far as, like, the diet is concerned? I feel like I'm crazy, but also maybe I'm not. I don't know. Alright, we probably won't get through a full rotation here, but we will be able to use Circle, Scorn, and Blight. We'll do Royal Authority, then we'll Circle, Spirit, Holy Spirit. And the dot should kill it. Thank you, oh thank you. I am forever in your debt, and I can finally make my way back to the manor. Alright, in that case, let's head back to the manor as well. So let's see if there are any continuations to these quest lines. We also do have the Lupin questline as well, which I imagine has another step at the very least before we are unlocking the Beastman quests. Let's see. Yorin. Rose, you make me happy. You may be happy to hear, joyous to hear. I've put faith in my Emakimono, their wisdom, their insight. They have led me to a new calling. Yes, yes. I have learned there is a pretty price to be paid for certain ores, certain minerals, and so I should become a miner or a prospector. I fear I may inconvenience you again in this endeavor as I did in the previous. I only hope you're willing to lend your wisdom again. Yes, yes. All right, so let's bring this 273 gear. Love that for us. Make sure we're actually using the recommended gear. Yep, cool. I'm ready to begin my life as a miner, prospector. Yes, yes, I mean to search for my fortune, my fame. I'm sure it lies to the west of our manor. I'll go ahead of you, Rose, but please do come and find me. Yes, yes. Well, I can already tell you that ain't gonna go well. Isabel's telling me that the four of you were able to find my bell. This trial is done then. You still have a long path before you, but your journey is underway. That is what truly matters. Someday, greatness such as mine may even be yours. The history of the art of Namazu detection is a long and storied one. Our ancestors used their talents in service of the king of Doma and his prefects to find all manner of things. Water beneath the soil, veins of mineral wealth, buried treasure. With such a proud past, I am not content with the present. My disciples and I will restore the art of Namazu detection to its former glory, or realize the full potential of these barbells as the big one did before us. The big one? Are we gonna have to fight a Namazu Primal? Because that sounds like we're gonna have to fight a Namazu Primal at some point. Well, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna freaking be attacking me and just go, yes, yes! Oh, Jesus. It's King Moogle Mog all over again. Well, it was no glamorous deed, but it had to be done. Those fools should all be back as soon as they sober up. Still, it's hard to fault them entirely. Tea is a lovely drink. It tingles all as it goes down. Then you feel your entire body relax. Such a remarkably good feeling. No Namazu can see to work when they drink it. That is why we sought to outlaw it. But as you can imagine, it only had the opposite effect. Yes. Yeah, prohibition normally doesn't work. This all reminds me, our dear magistrate often said with a smile that a Namazu with tea was much like a man with wine. Thank you, my friend. You've not only helped me, but given me the gift of a treasured memory. I'd not recalled our magistrate's smiling face for some time. My brother returned safely, all thanks to you. You have my deepest gratitude and his. Namazu are our favorite food of pescatarians. More of my friends than I care to admit have found their way into a pescatarian belly. But by your hand, that fate did not find my brother to stay. Neither he nor I will ever be able to repay the debt we owe you. Alright. It looks like we have... Oh, we still have actually a few side quests from the Namazu. Where to look? Rose, you gave me a fright, but I'm glad to see you. It was so good of you to come to visit. I'm prospecting for ores as we speak, using my fortune-seeking barbells. Yes, the Namazu barbell is a sensitive thing. Mine will detect where the most precious of ores lie. I do believe I found something. I feel a tingle, a twinge in my barbells. They tell me where this great mineral wealth to the north. I must go. I must away. Alright, so you're to the north. Let's head over here then. Magatsu Koja. We'll slow them down a bit. Probably, I don't know, we might not actually get the Circle of Scorn and Spirits of Den before we kill the Koja. Yeah. Done and dusted. The Magatsu Koja casts his gate towards one river. Perhaps you can seek, what you seek lies in that direction. Alright then. Looks like we need to go diving. Muddy Purse. Alright, well, let's head on up and out. And I guess we'll go to Gyorin first before we go back to the manor. I imagine he will do the same, or they will do the same. I imagine they will do the same. Yeah, at this rate, looks like we probably won't progress the MSQ any further. We'll just clean up the side quests, and then we'll be good from there. This is well and good to have found a choice mining location, but I'm afraid my hand has stayed. There are a host of nasty beasts lingering, prowling. I can't get to the ore for fear of my life. Please, Rose, you must help me. I haven't fought any of the Hornbills yet, so this will be interesting. I honestly did not realize that they were already dead. So I definitely popped arm's length for nothing. Why did you just sound like a recorder? Like, tell me I'm wrong, that did not sound like a frickin' like 5th grader's recorder. Jesus. Just had frickin' PTSD memories flashback from little children blasting into a recorder at the top of their lungs. You knew those monstrosity was posed no match for you? Yes, no match at all. The way is now clear. Leave the rest to me. I'll mine these lands and amass a haul of ores, the likes of which Yanxia has never seen, but it will require some time, some patience. Yes, yes. You should return to my warehouse and await me, Rose. I will not bore you with my digging, my picking. Ah, yes, you will not bore me. Swear. Sound team does use some interesting things. I swear to God, they literally gave a recorder or a wind instrument of some form to a small child and said, blow into this next to this microphone. And they did it a few times, went perfect. We got exactly what we want. Without a doubt in my mind. I hear the squeaks of a Namazu. The deed is done, finished, yes, yes. And what a haul we have. Come, Rose, and behold the fruits of my labor. It's gonna be rocks. Look how they sparkle, how they shine. I have no doubt these Zoras will see me to greatness, to fame. I must show them to Goyofu. Yes, yes, he's very knowledgeable about the selling of ores. His appraisal will be most reassuring. A shenanigans song, yeah, every time it's like, oh, yep, something's gonna be interesting. It's gonna, you're gonna show them rocks. Freaking rocks, aren't you? Goyofu, I have something for you to inspect, to see. You certainly are in good spirits. What is it, Goyorin? Yorin. I've been mining and brought my first haul of findings for your appraisal. Your valuation, tell me, how much gil will these, ores fetch at market? Is that where you've been off to all this time? Well then, let us take a look, shall we? Yes, yes. Want the truth of me? Yes, Yorin. And nothing beside. Yes, yes. Tell me your honest opinion. Worthless. Trash. Garbage. It's difficult to place the value on these ores you have. Quite difficult indeed. And that's because they are so very, very worthless. You dragged the veritable pile of garbage across Yangtze and into our manor. Worthless? My barbells twinkled, and have staked my life that these ores were valuable. But thank the gods I did not. I suppose I must find another way, another means to make my fortune. Thank you, Gyofu. I do appreciate your honesty, your candor. Yes, yes. This freaking mine to the side of a mountain or cliff. Alright, let's go talk to Yui. Yui? Hey, what's up, Rose? How you doing today? You need to punish those Goja for what they did. Chastise them, beat them. Yep, here's your coin purse. Well, thank you for that. And you got my coin purse back. I had nearly given up hope. I pray your words serve to calm them for a spell. We Namazu cannot suffer much more harassment at their heads. This guild did not come easy. It was born of my labor, of my sweat and tears. I worked hard picking flowers, soaking them and flavoring them. I sell and serve them to the people here, and all who buy them sing their praises. I am grateful for what you did this day. Too many late night uni classes? I can imagine, especially as the academic year is soon to wrap up. I know that at the school that I work at, or college more accurately, we are starting to prepare to assign new incoming students their housing, so I can only imagine that's ramping up for those already in classes. Use my barbells to detect the ores just like my master taught me. Yes, yes, I did. I suppose the barbells in my line are not fit for mining. Still, my dream is my dream. I will not give up yet. I'll find another path to greatness, and when I do, you'll be the first to know, to hear, Rose. So we do not want those. Let's grab the materia. I failed at prospecting up mining. I was so sure I would succeed. Never have I been so disappointed in myself. But still, I'll not give up now. If I do, I will never be rich, wealthy. Indeed, I have already thought of another way to make my fortune. Yes, yes. I turn once more to my Imakimono for wisdom. There I found a tale of a merchant who sold the wings and scales of monsters, of beasts. That will be my next endeavor, and I shall know this time it will work. Just imagine myself trapping beasts and collecting their parts made my barbells tingle, twinge. But I am a Namazu. I have no hope of hunting these monsters and slaying them in battle. I'll have to trap them and snare them, and I would like your help in procuring the bait I require for my traps. There are beasts known as water serpents that slither through the glistening basin. If you would be so good as to fell 3 of them, I would have enough meat to set all the traps I need. Yes, yes. Alright, so I'm gonna go there. We also have another Namazu quest down here. So we'll go here, here, and then back. Also, it is showering quite heavily. So I'll probably do these quests to their completion, and then maybe I'll be able to finish up the Lupin quest as well. Hi, friend. I feel like I have a pretty good rotation right now for what I have available to me. I'm pretty happy about. Let's try and make the most of fight or flight here. Can't get there in time for the Holy Spirit, unfortunate. But our OGCD should be off cooldown in just a moment. I'll try and make sure that we do not flip. We'll do one fast blade and then these two. I did that late, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Rough. Thankfully, there's no like negative status effects associated with that, but still, unfortunate. Looks like Fight or Flight's about to be off cooldown just in the nick of time too, so that's perfect. Fight or Flight, Roaring Blade. Let's go Royal Authority so we don't flip. And we should be good. Probably could have hit Royal Authority first and then did that, but it is what it is. I also didn't realize that we had another... Oh, that's right, the Sound of Civilized Life. That's up there too. Completely forgot about that. We need to go to the grandson of the Bellmaker, who we have interacted before at the interacted with at the Drunken Toad. So we'll have to go there as well. So we still have a few things to take care of. What's this one? Hard-whiskered Namazu. I'm glad you made it. I pray the journey was not difficult, for the difficult journey is still ahead of us. Most dangerous, most deadly. The Garland base is vast, very large than our own manor. There are many crates of material, and they all look alike, but I have a method for finding the one we seek. After he threw me to the floor that day, I lay quiet but observant, watching and looking. I saw the box they placed the vase in, and I marked it with a small symbol. But the Garlands keep hounds, and they prowl all over the base grounds. I'll give them my scent and keep them diverted. While I do, you must search for the Imperial crate. Escort the safely Imperial material. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to the south shore. Wait, does it just follow me? Please tell me just follow. What about the beckon you? Okay. So you actually follow me. Thank God I don't have to beckon anymore. Come on, friends. Follow me. Up a little bit, but it's because I forgot that I should probably put on Iron Will, so that way the Namazu friend does not get injured. The base will be ours, indeed, indeed. Alright, so it looks like we're going over this way. Not want to get too far away. I doubt you will be able to jump over. Honestly, I was going to attack you now. Will probably be a tad bit Fireflight, I should have probably waited to use Circle as Fireflight's about to be off cooldown. That is my bad. If I I want to pop Fighter Flight then, I guess I can just wait and then have everything off cooldown on the next fight. Probably the better idea, honestly. Imperial material. No, this isn't it. This isn't it at all. See the one over here. I see one back there as well. Maybe third time's a charm. No, this isn't it. This isn't it at all. Okay, how about this one? Oh, you son of a... Alright. Well, let's use Fighter Flight and go down to rotation. And yeah, we won't even get through to the next OGCD rotation. Okay, hopefully this is it. No, this isn't it. This isn't it at all. Oh, fresh hell. Where else could it be? There wasn't one near the entrance, was there? No. Which means it might be further back into the base itself. Oh, I see a box. Well, looks like this is the right one, given that there is, in fact, a hostile presence here. I messed up, so I'm going to clip there. I meant to do that a bit differently. I got tripped up because Goring Blade was just coming off the cooldown. You still get 2 Holy Spirits out of it, but it meant that Goring Blade wasn't under the effects of Fighter Flight, which is a bit unfortunate. There's one, yes, it bears the seal of our magistrate's family. Can you see it? I drew it down at the bottom there. Very small, very tiny. This crate contains our precious faith. The garland spoke of it as if it were just another antique. But to us Namazu, this vase is a treasured memento of our dear magistrate. And now I get a good look at their crate. It looks like the perfect fit. No, not too big, not too small. It is our turn to take from them as they took from us. It is far too heavy for me to carry, though. Would you see it back to Yuzuka Manor? Alright, let's grab this. Now let's take a look at where we are in comparison to our other quest lines. I mean, we're pretty far away from everything in the grand scheme of things. The distance from here to there is about the same, so let's actually do this real quick. Let's go back to Namai. We'll continue the Lupin quest line as well as continue this quest line here for the Namazu. I got a glimpse of the Korobana heading off somewhere with a spear a while ago. Tell me, how did he fare? Less than ideal. Well, as ever you say, Hakuro is such a fine warrior. I cannot believe Korobana does not possess the same potential. There must be some way we can help him, surely. Have him try something besides fighting? I had not thought of that before, but it is quite an idea. It seems mine has grown slow in my old age. Not all Lupin are born fighters. Let's find Korobana and see if there's not something else he is skilled at. Medicine making, apparently. Apologize for stopping you on your journey, but if you have time to help, please let me know. As you have chosen to stay and help, you have my thanks. I believe Korobana may be best suited to work that involves heavy lifting. As you are doubtlessly aware, the village's economy is entirely supported by rice farming. All harvested rice is stuffed into straw bags and carried to a nearby storehouse. While Korobana might not be a fighter, he is still Lupin, and as such possesses great strength greater than most men. I imagine he can put this to use by transporting rice. I'll inform the storehouse manager, Shiro Jishi, of the situation. Could you discuss this with Korobana for me? I'm sure your word would carry more weight with him than mine would. Or, novel idea, he makes medicine for his mother, which means he understands botany. Maybe he should be the village doctor? Ah, I see you have not left Namai. You have not come to ask me to fight again. Fukudo wants me to try carrying rice. There he goes again, meddling in affairs of others. That said, if it'll help the village, then I can hardly refuse. I shall go and talk to Shiojishi. Alright, normally we would end right now. We're going to try and finish up these quests, though, before we do. Though I feel like the Lupin quest still has a few steps to go. Shiojishi. Urbana, good to see you. My thanks for your help as well, adventurer. Fukudo has already told me all I need to know. Let's start by having you carry the sack right here. It's a bit on the heavy side, but you think you can handle it? Don't worry, Shiojishi. I may not be much of a worry, but I can confident in my strength. Hopefully you are correct. Oof. Whatever you do not drop it. Korobana strides off towards the village storehouse with a spring in his step. I do hope he is up to the task. I've seen many men struggle to complete their first journey to the storehouse. Pray do me a favor. If he struggles along the way, give him some encouragement on my behalf. It may seem like a test of strength, but carrying rice is ultimately a mental battle. Alright then. Right, before we continue there, let's go over to the Drunken Toad. And am I correct in assuming that Senti is in fact the grandson of the Bellmonker? What is it you want of me? Don't talk to me like that. I've helped you many times now. So even the Namazu know the value of a good gift, do they? I confess I'm not the artisan my grandfather was, but I have a store of wares he left behind. I can offer you half-made bells only. I'll charge no coin for them. Yet know they will not ring as they are. You need place within them round pebbles from the rocky lands just behind us. Then they will ring as true as they did in my grandfather's day. Still, I cannot help but wonder, why in the hell do the Namazu see fit to attach these bells themselves like common cats? It is a strange thing, no? Well, they seem to believe it makes them more man-like, or human-like. Insui the... I was hoping to avoid you, but here we go. Alright, so like 1.5 rotation seems to do the trick. Be able to get another Holy Spirit in during fight or flight. Yeah, that's perfect. Maybe need to pop the fight or flight. Love it. I should also make sure that I incorporate Shelteron in my rotation more, just to kind of get practice doing so. Where's this? There we go, there's the tiny pebble. There's the tiny pebble. At the same time, I do try and make use of it when we know that there's a Tank Buster or other large hits incoming. We did use it during the fight with Xenos, or Xenos. Xenos? I forget. Alright. Let's go see how Korobana is doing and give them some encouragement. Too heavy for you there, friend. Thank you. I really wonder if there is no better way rice could be transported. I have had to check multiple times that it was straw and not a knife that was cutting into my shoulder. But thanks to your encouragement, I think I may just be able to make it to the storehouse. Oof. Something in the last of his strength, Gorobana once again sets off in the direction of the village storehouse. I mean, they're probably not wrong that there is a better, more efficient way to transport it. Look, I fried my bean, but I did it. Who knew this would be such tiring work? Good work, Gorobana. As you have noticed, transporting rice is not quite as easy as it looks, but given time, I'm sure you too will become quite good at it. Now, you have had ample time for a rest. Make another 3 trips to and from the storehouse, and your work will be done for the day. 3 trips? I thought that was it. Sorry, I do not think I'm suited to this after all. If that is how he responds to the slightest hardship, then I do not think you'll have any use of it for him. Pray tell Fukudo as much. Well, because Gorobana is not one of strength, they're one of mind. And you have ideas of what a Lupin should be without understanding that Lupin-like people are unique in their own right. Ah, Rose, I just caught Gorobana trying to abandon his duties. It seems he is able to carry 1 sack of rice, but shirked from the idea of carrying 3 more. Admittedly, he is not wrong to think it's grueling work. I do struggle to carry even my first load of rice. However, if you continue like this, the whole village will think you a weak-willed coward. I'm sorry, Fukudo. You have my word that I will not give up like this again. Perhaps next time we should have you try a job that does not require great strength. And let's use the Choker of Fending. Perfect. I've come to the conclusion that Gorobana might be best suited to be plucking weeds from the paddy fields. Our village name is actually a local term for the arrowhead, an aquatic plant that infests paddy fields if not kept under control. This is precisely why removing weeds is such an important part of rice farming. I do hope you are up to the task, Gorobana. If you fail this time, do not expect to have another chance to prove yourself. I just understand the importance of the task. Do not worry, Fukudo. Weed plucking actually sounds quite nice. I have always enjoyed the little odd jobs like that. I recall Hayabusa mentioning he was looking for help tending to his paddy fields. Ask if he will allow you to remove the weeds from his paddies. Rose, please accompany him to make sure that he does as I have asked. Why do I feel like this might go wrong? I mean, he picks herbs for his mom, so he must know to some degree what is what. Ah, you must be the adventurer I've heard so much about, and Gorobana, nice to see you as well. There's something you would ask of me. How kind of you to offer? You can never be too careful of those pesky arrowheads. Be sure to take care not to trample any of the rice plants when you are removing the weeds. Why don't you help Gorobana with the work, adventurer? Not many travelers have the chance to experience such a core part of life in Namai. The weed stem before pulling, right? It's truly not your first time. Very impressive. Well, there's nothing more for me to tell you both. Please work the paddies on top of the cell for me. Gorobana, I mean, you make medicine for your mom, which tells me that you are at least somewhat of a botanist. So I don't imagine this to be a difficult task. Of course, the Minobi would grab aggro. Gorobana's up here. Let's grab the arrowhead here then. Just try and avoid aggroing the Minobi. If we do, it's not the end of the world. Ah, it's wondering where there's more. So I don't know why it's called an arrowhead necessarily. Finished already? Yep, here are the arrowheads. Fine work indeed. I see you made sure to remove the entire weed, including its roots. I also had Hayabusa check my work as it seems like I finally found a job I can do. However, something did bother me a bit while I was working. It could be my imagination, but do these patties not smell a little odd? Odd? Is your nose not quite all right? I attend these feeds daily and have never smelled anything strange. Honestly, I cannot fathom how you think except to criticize my patties when I have allowed you to work them. Do you make fun of people's children when they are guests in their homes? No, but he's pointing out something that might actually be of import if you would not be so fragile of a person, Hayabusa. Oh, for God's sake. Or are you merely moaning because you had to engage in hard labor? Frankly, it matters not. Be gone with you. I'm sorry, I did not mean it as an insult. Thank you for all you have taught me, Hayabusa. I'll leave you at once. Come along, Rose. Let's go speak with Fukudo. Hayabusa, you're an idiot. If I could kick you right now... Actually, hold on. I think I can. No, kick is an unavailable command, unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd choose to kick you into your own patty. Such a fragile man. Tell me, have you at last found the right job for you? Well, yes and no. Are you telling me that that whilst the job went well, you managed to actually offend Hayabusa with a careless remark? Would you care to explain why you could not just keep quiet? It was not my intention to upset him. I was still surprised by the smell of the paddy fields. Never mind. Hayabusa is a reasonable gentleman. I'm sure he only reacted how he did because of how much effort he puts into his work. I'll go and speak with him myself. I still cannot forget the smell of those patties. Something is definitely not right with them. I struggle to put into words exactly what was wrong with the odor, as to know that it was not normal. You Lupin have a heightened sense of smell. This is most likely why Hayabusa himself has not noticed anything odd. Sitting here doing nothing is likely to send me mad. Rose, would you help me look into the source of the stench? Looking into smell is fine, but take care not to anger Hayabusa any further. Do not worry, Fukudo. I promise you, it will not cause any more trouble. First, I'd like to visit some normal paddy fields just to confirm I am not imagining things. Move that at once to the west. Well, they all smell strange. What if something is poisoning the paddy fields and thus the rice that is growing? I expect that the paddies here only smell of, well, rice. Which leads me to think something is not quite right with Hayabusa's fields. Let's revisit the paddies we plucked weeds from. I can't say I've ever been around a rice paddy before. I wonder if there's something to be said about the smell of the rice paddy and its potential harvest and the health of said paddies. As I thought, these fields have a markedly different scent to those we just visited. Is the water to blame? Wait, I just heard a noise from nearby. I think it came from the reservoir. Quickly, Rose, let's check if everything is alright. That definitely was a sound. Oh, well, that would do it. Dead bodies in the reservoir do not bode well for what sources it uses. What's that foul creature? I've never seen such a beast before. Rose, please keep the village safe from harm. Hi, friend. Long time no see. Good poison. And we angered the water spirit as well with an AoE. Fantastic. I don't want to fight a water sprite if I can help it, but here we are. Alright, we don't want to clip, so let's pop our authority. Thank God we didn't hit the other water sprite, otherwise that would have been a bit messy. Fireflight's up in 15 seconds, but I don't think we even get to use it. I had known you were powerful, but you might be even stronger than Hakuro. You have my thanks for slaying the beast. My days that My days, that stench is quite something. The same one given off by Hayabusa's patties, only much more foul. It seemed that creature was indeed the source. As to how it found its way to the reservoir, one can only guess. Perhaps it lost sight of its pack and came here seeking sustenance. The proximity of Hayabusa's fields to the reservoir is most likely why his were the only ones affected. They should be fine as long as he replaces the water. Any recently harvested rice may need to be thrown away, though. Perhaps I should also check the rice in the storehouse just to be safe, but first, let's speak with Fukudo. He will know how to best proceed. Not to mention the dead things in the reservoir as well, feeding to those paddy fields. Well, Hayabusa deny it all. Back so soon, I just finished explaining things to Hayabusa. There's something you both need to hear. Rose and I have found the source of the odor that was coming from Hayabusa's patties. It was a creature that had made the reservoir its home. A creature, you say? When Rose slayed the beast, it released most foul stench into the air. I really think you should replace the water in your fields. To think there had been a monster lurking nearby the whole time. Kurobana, my sincerest apologies for losing my temper with you earlier. I was foolish to ever believe for a second the gossip about you was true. You're a fine lad. I thank you for all you had done. I'm just glad I was able to be of service to Namai. Things could have been much more serious had the beast gone unnoticed any longer. That reminds me, would you mind if I smelt the rice in the storehouse? I'm worried it may have been contaminated. By all means, I doubt my nose would be up to the task after all. Actually, Kurobana, do you think you would be up to examining my fields on a more regular basis? If you were to learn the smells of the various diseases which affect rice, you would be doubtless notice any infections earlier than any of us could. You mean to say I could continue to aid the village? I've never had anyone rely on me before, never mind a whole village. It is somewhat daunting, but I would love to help. Hey, look at that. My apologies for eavesdropping, but... Would you mind having a look at my paddy fields as well? Oh, it's Agita. Agita, you would truly trust me, are you certain? Why, of course. Do not worry, I'll pay you for any work you do. I would gladly do it for free. I never dared dream that a day when I would be of use to the village would actually come. I owe the fact that it has to you, Fukudo, and you, Rose. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to put my climbers on. It's like, why is the choker there? That does not go well for the rest of my throat. Yep, you want neither one of these, so the material will do. Alright, is that the last of that quest line? It looks that way. Yeah, that's the recommended gear. Fly. That looks to be the end of that quest line then. Alright, let's go to the manor. And we'll see if these are also the end of these quest lines too. Alright, manor is in sight. Straight path from here. And then once we finish up these side quests, then we'll call it there for the night. And then we'll be back online come Monday for more Emperor's New Gear equals best gear. I do enjoy Emperor's New Gear. It definitely does help out, to say the least, make things a bit more cohesive in nature. Alright, let's talk to you first. How goes the hunt? Were you able to obtain the freshwater serpent flesh as I asked? I was indeed. Yes, this is precisely what I need, and for my part, I've already finished constructing my traps. All that's left is to venture into the wild and set them. Do not wish to bore you with such a chore. Await me here, I shall return shortly. Yes. Why do I feel like that's not gonna work out well? Among Skyver's new fist makes them actually look like they're sponging things with their fists instead of weapons. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't buy it, but I did see that was a thing. Actually, maybe I did buy it. I forget. I'll have to double check. Yorin is taking far too long to set his traps. Perhaps something has happened. Right, before I go there, let's talk to everyone here. Yoen. Welcome back, and tell me, were you able to speak with the Bellmaker's grandson? I was. Oh my, look at all these bells. Well, we'll not need any more for years to come. Thank you, my friend. To show you just how grateful I am, I have a tale for you. Yes. A long time ago, longer than it seems, Yanxia was a war-torn land, much strife, much battle. Even we Namazu were recruited to render aid, running messages to and fro. Amidst the conflict, one of our very special Namazu was approached by a great general. The general asked the Namazu to swim across the one river and deliver for him a letter of great import. The Namazu took to the water and swam his heart out. Arrows flew across the skies and fell into the river mere ilms from his barbells. Yet somehow he managed to elude death and arrive at the opposite shore. The letter he delivered proved the key to victory for the general and his allies on the other side. With that, Yanxia was united and the nation of Doma was founded. That general was the great Ganen, the first king of Doma, but even from the throne he did not forget his Namazu friends. To show his gratitude for our help in winning the war, he gifted our kind with a bell and named us his royal messengers. And that marked the very first time a Namazu rose to such heights. This is why to this day we Namazu wear our bells with great pride and honor. See? So it is true what I told you before, we Namazu here are quite civilized indeed. Okay, so they're kind of like Doma's Mughals. Interesting. Tell me, did you bring the Imperial material crate back with you? You did indeed. What a relief. Our magistrate loved this face very, very much. Ever since he passed, we Namazu have watched over it with the same love that he did. We must see it back to safety inside the manor. Have you ever seen a more perfect vessel? And I have to say, this crate of Imperial making is quite nice as well. Quite lovely, quite beautiful. Well, our vase is back where it belongs. That is enough to set my mind at ease. Thank you for all you did, adventurer. I'll soon not forget it. Words. It's hard sometimes. Alright, but that is all the side quests left for this last one, which this might be the final part of this quest line. We'll have to wait and see. Hi, friend. Oh, you are drunk. Are you drunk? Thank you, my friend. You saved me yet again. I was out simply setting my traps, and then I suppose I got a bit too excited and stepped into one of them. How embarrassing, how shameful. I'm finding that an effective trap is truly a dangerous thing. Yes, I do believe I must abandon this trapping endeavor. I put faith in my Emi Kimono and tried several ways to make my fortune, my fame, yet none of them have gone well, none at all. I must return home and speak with Gyofu. He is very smart, very clever. Perhaps he has some idea as to what path I might tread. My pharaohs are coming in quick succession, but I will not give up, and I hope you will not give up on me, Rose. For now, I shall return to my warehouse. Yes. Okay, so maybe one more question from this quest line. I think this is, we're going back to his warehouse, but then he needs to go talk to Gyofu. Yep. My wounds have been seen to, tended to. I was told they are not grievous. I owe that blessing to you, Rose. And not found me as quickly as you did. I fear the worst may have happened. Alright, let's grab this. So this is Hairpin Offending. Oh, interesting. It's a hairpin. Now, normally I don't wear helmets, but I'm kind of curious. That actually looks quite nice. I really like the hairpins. Okay, interesting. If I knew that more helmets could be hairpins, that would actually be really cool. Though I don't really care for this one as much, I would definitely be interested in the future. I've got a new idea, Rose. I'll leave the ideas to Gyofu. That is my idea. Yes, yes, please come with me. Let's hear what wisdom Gyofu has to offer. You can even have flowers. Ooh. Gyofu, I have something to ask of you, and I want you to tell me all you know. That much I can do. What is it, Gyoren? You're not looking your normal chipper self. I've been reading my Emikimono. They tell me of so many ways to make one's fortune, and I've tried them all. Each one, everyone, but I've yet to meet with any success. Though flowers are usually cosmetic. Yeah, that makes sense. And so I want to ask you, Gyofu, if you were in my barbells, what would you do? Do you know of any path I can walk to quick wealth? Any at all? A quick path to wealth? I suppose there's one thought that comes to mind, but it's dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. You know of the ruins that lie to the east of here. They were once a Garlean stronghold. Within them, there still remains all manner of weapons, relics from the days of war. At least that's what the rumors say. Yes, yes. There just might be some treasure there. Weapons so fine that they would put even the smiths of Doma to shame. Maybe, maybe not. I cannot say for sure. But what I can say for sure is this. Those ruins and the way to them are fraught with peril. Lupin turned looter prowl the place. Monstrous hounds called the Taquan lurk in the shadows. There's no wealth to be had in death, Gyoren. No, you should not go to this place. Treasures, relics is more than I hoped for. Thank you, Gyofu. I knew I was right to ask you. It would not be a quick path to wealth if it were not dangerous along the way. That too was written in my Emikimono. I will go to these ruins and I will find myself my fortune. Still, I do not stand much of a chance against Lupin and the Taquan, and whatever other dangers may come. Of course, you'll come with me, won't you, Rose? I knew that you would. Yes, yes, come then, let us away. All right. I wonder if this is going to open up a side dungeon based on the dialogue. But maybe not. I have no idea how I've made it this far without being seen, not spotted, nor not smelled. Maybe I have a talent for going undetected. I wonder if that is a skill I could use to get rich. I'll think more on it later. For now, let's keep the pace. I will make it all the way to the Garland ruins without a soul other than you and I knowing of it. Yes, yes. So this is to the Garland encampment. I may have had a single beast or fiend taking notice of me, all too easy, but now for the hard part, to find whatever treasures await. By the by, I did see a horde of some rather mean-looking Lupin just over there. Very nasty, very feral. So here's my plan. While I search these containers for anything worth selling, you create a diversion and lure the Lupin away from me. Yes, yes. You are an adventurer. Surely you live for a quest such as this. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, we saw someone fighting these guys earlier. That's actually kind of funny. So far, so good. Use reprisal to lessen some damage as well. I don't think we even get to our OGCDs before the Lupin heals over. Alright, have you found what you're looking for, friend? Perfect diversion. Thank you, Rose. I could hear the din of battle while I searched. I wanted desperately to come and help you, but I managed to stay true to my task, and lo, I found some relics that look quite valuable to my eye. I'll head back to the man and show them to Gyofu. He will know if there is anything here worth selling, and I have a feeling that this time there is. Must be. Has to be. It's all gonna be worthless again, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. So I wonder who or what that is. I wonder if it's maybe the first king of Doma that's carved into the mountainside. Either that or the magistrate that the Namazu refer to. It makes sense. Oh, let's see what Gilfu says. Look, Gilfu, I've returned from the Garlean ruins, and here's my haul. What do you think? Do you see anything here that'll fetch a fair price at the market? You truly went to the ruins and returned to speak of it. You're a braver Namazu than most, Gyoran. Courageous, bold. Come then, show me what you have. Gonna be garbage. Actually, those are gunblades. This piece is very fine indeed, and this one as well. A truly fortuitous find. Well done, Gyoran. Every weapon here looks to be valuable. They need a bit of touching up here and there, but yes, they'll fetch you a good deal of coin. There are many Domans who still wish to fight the Garleans to the last. They will be more than willing to take these weapons off your hands and part with a pretty guild to do so. Do you think so? Truly, I finally found something worth selling, worth peddling, worth vending. Have you ever known Goyofu to give a false appraisal? No, your dream is at hand, Gyoran. Sell these weapons, take the coin you make, and with it you can start down the path to becoming a legendary merchant. I will. Start this day, I'm going to open my own shop. I will name it the New Rich. Customers will flock to my doors from all over Yanxia. Yes, my business will thrive, my coffers will overflow, and my barbells will guide me to greatness. Thank you for your help, Rose. You have been with me through it all. I will not forget you when I'm at the top. Just don't be getting yourself killed going into a Garlean encampment by yourself, friend. I'll grab the materia. Oh, Jesus, there's more. Are you an adventurer in need of a job? If so, I have a small one for you. Yes. There's a man in Namai by the name of Yamakage. I wish for you to find him and pass along this message. I have your daughter? What? Also, why am I flying? I can teleport. Well, that's menacing in comparison to all my other interaction with the Namazu. I have your daughter. Was this freaking wanted? What? My daughter? Goshu said that. Are you sure? I always thought him to be a good Namazu, kind and jovial. I named him among my friends. Never would I thought he was capable of kidnapping a child. Tell me, what are his demands, All the guild that I have? If it is coin he seeks, there is not much I'm able to muster. Please, take this message from me in turn. If the Namazu see fit to ask these jobs of you, they must trust you some measure. Tell him that at any time, if he grants me some sons more, I will gather what coin I can. Will you tell a Goishu that? Please, the life of my daughter hangs in the balance. Why do I feel like there's something being lost in translation here? That, you know, maybe this is just Yoishu saying that, hey, your daughter's with me, do not be worried for her safety, instead of, I have your daughter, meet my demands. Why do I feel like there's something being lost in translation between the Namazu and us? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this entire time the Namazu have been playing me for a fool and they are in fact evil. Like the Syndicate in Ul'dah. No, for some reason I do not think them that fiendish and or intelligent. I don't know why, but I have a sneaking suspicion. Time to gather more coin, I do not even. Whatever are you talking about? My apologies, it seems my explanation was lacking. You see, I was out fishing with some friends earlier, and a young girl in tears floated upon us in a small vessel. We asked her name, and she told us she was the daughter of Yamakage. Yes, yes. And so we brought her in and sent word to her father. She is off playing with her younglings as we speak, and very much enjoying herself, quite happy, quite joyous. I'm sorry for the trouble, but you go and speak of Yamakage once more. Tell him all I have told you, and that his daughter merely waits here for him until he arrives. Yep, I was right. I was like, I have a sneaking suspicion this is the case. But you know, maybe there's a twist in all this. There was not. I was right. That's something lost in translation. And this, friends, is why context is key. Or if there's no context in a statement, I have your daughter, it very much sounds like a ransom. What did Goshu say? Will he give me the time I need? What? Will he spare my little girl? Not kidnapped, she is adrift and he saved her. Why did he not say so in the first place? I've been worried sick that I may never see my daughter again. That fool's messages are always wanting for words. From time to time he comes to Namai to peddle his wares. He has always taken the time to play for our children, and for it, our children have always taken a liking to him. I'm ashamed to have doubted him and to have thought him capable of such a horror. I'll go to claim my daughter and to offer my apologies. Mayhap I will take him some fine tea to drown his misunderstanding. Forgive us both for making you mixed up in this, but thank you nonetheless. Oh, mother trucker. Ah, Rose, how goes your journey? I've been keeping myself busy plucking weeds and checking people's patties. Slowly but surely, I feel that the villagers beginning to warm to me. However, there is one issue that has been worrying me of late. What to do if another beast appears seeking to harm our way of life? We can hardly continue relying on your aid. There's a few in the village that have experienced fighting, but even they cannot do much without proper weapons. There's a limit to how effective farming tools can be in battle. Well, there's a Namazu who came into possession with some Garlean wares. A Namazu that sells imperial wares. That could be worth investigating. Would you be so kind as to introduce us? I shall bring Hayabusa along as well. You said the Namazu lives in Yuzuka Manor. Yes, we'll meet you there. Okay, now I feel like this is actually the end of this quest line, right? This feels like a logical conclusion to join the Lupin quest line and the Namazu quest line. Everyone seems happy, seems content. It only makes sense. And once we're done, we're done. This quest line has gone longer than I thought. But I want to see it to the end. I am, if anything, but wanting to see things through. Alright, let's talk to Gyorin. Definitely the completion of the chains that unlock the Namazu channel quest. Yes, yes. Why, Rose? To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm freaking saying yes, yes in my normal speech. Most definitely still in possession of the wares. Yes, yes. I put them in storage as no one seemed even slightly interested in purchasing them. I tried selling them at Doma, but my efforts were met with great displeasure. They said my action insulted their honor, that they never wanted to see Imperial weapons again. Even Goifu has attested to the quality of the weaponry. No, I do not know why I struggle to sell them. I had heard rumors of this place, but never imagined there are so many Namazu living here. Welcome, valued guest. Can I interest you in any of my wares? You're searching for a Namazu selling Imperial weapons. Well, you are in luck for me, for that is me. I shall bring the goods to you right this way, right this moment. Imperial guns, even those in Namai cannot handle a spear or a sword, may be able to use these. Guns are a dangerous thing, indeed, indeed. You seem like a Lupin who knows a bargain when he sees one. You'll take them, name your price. 1 gil. Enough gil to live comfortably for a decade or so should suffice. Have you lost your mind? Kurobana, Hayabusa, the village is in trouble. More of those creatures have appeared and they're ruining our patties. What? If you borrow these weapons first and negotiate payment later, the village cannot wait. I do hope you're not trying to trick me. We need to try before we buy. We'll pay you later. If need be, I can pay you with my own gil. To speak the truth, yes, yes. If your friends arose, then you have my trust. I'll receive payment once you are done. My thanks. Let us hurry back to the village. Just be careful. Please make sure they do pay me. I lent them the weapons because you introduced me to them. In fact, let us both go to Namai to make certain that this deal reaches a satisfactory conclusion. Yes, yes. I'll actually teleport back. Ah, adventurer, you will not believe this. Our very own Korobana slayed these foul beasts. He is truly a natural for rifle. It was as if I was watching a veteran hunter. I'm sure he's good enough to protect the village if he's equipped with the right gun. In time, he even become just as effective as his brother. My instincts took control of me. I'm honestly not sure what I just did. But perhaps you were right. With practice, I might be able to fit the role my brother used to serve. But what are these creatures? Ah, merchant, your weapons are exactly what we needed. The Pengo never stood a chance. I'm most glad to hear that you found my wares to your liking. Now, let's talk business by the ten konto. You were saying that you cannot give me enough gil to live on for 10 years, yes, yes? In that case, why don't you try offering me something else of equal value? I fear we may struggle to find anything you would consider to be worth that much Namai. Risk my life to obtain these guns. It's only fair I see something substantial for them. Can you allow us some time to think? If that's truly what you require. Persimmons? Pray tell me, just what are those? Well, they're persimmons. Are you not familiar with the fruit? If I were to use those to make an orange dye, I could create a magnificent apron that is mine and mine alone. How about trade me 100 persimmons for the weapons? Is that truly enough for you? Yes, yes, did you agree to my proposal? I mean, yeah, I feel like that's lowballing you, but if that's what you want. Well, yes, I suppose we do. Rose, thank you so very much. These people have given me something of great value, and it was you who introduced me to them. Well, you know, maybe that orange dye is, in fact, very valuable. And we are done with that quest line. Okay, so that's all the side quests currently available before we continue the MSQ, which thankfully is right over here, and we are in a safe area to boot. Speaking of, let's make sure I apply the glamour and update the gear. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, we are going to end the stream there. Thank you all for joining me today, and as always, if you are watching and haven't already, please consider hitting that follow button. Also, check out our XIV campaign. We're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. Every dollar does go towards it, so it would be much appreciated if you can spare even $1. We'd much appreciated, as always. And if you have any thoughts for any milestones or goals that you'd like me to aim for where I would do something of your choosing, let me know. We can think through some ideas. With that being said, I'll see y'all Monday at 7 p.m. CST as per usual, or if you are watching Champs of the Fog, I'll be live at, I believe, 4 p.m. CST tomorrow and Sunday at 12 p.m. CST. With that being said, I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye!